welcome back. I'm back. The camera's there. It's not there. It's usually up there, but now it's there. I gotta get used to this. But yeah, so we're gonna be moving on to official PlayStation Magazine number 53 tonight. And I don't know if it's playable or not, but there's going to be Final Fantasy X. I can't remember if it's 10 or 10.2 demo on this one. But, yeah, like I said, DOSNerd, it usually ends up taking the full 3 hours to plow through an entire PlayStation 2 demo disc, so I don't know if we'll get to it tonight, but like I said, we'll get one. But first, tonight's drink is Ginger Man Soda by Main Root. Handcrafted ingredients, carbonated pure water, organic fair trade certified cane juice and spices. Okay. That's wonderful. People do realize that, you know, using chemicals with our food is what makes it so we can actually feed 8 billion people. Oh, wait, no. I'll do that. There we go. Alright, let's see how this goes. That's an interesting smell. It actually smells like they're going for the actual breadiness of the cookie as well as the ginger. Say I'm that big of a fan. It's a very peculiar flavor. Feels like they were definitely trying to go for gingerbread cookie, but it just ends up being sweet and yeasty with a fair amount of bitterness to it as well. Like when I was looking at the label just now, I was double checking to see if it mentioned anywhere that it was an alcoholic beverage. It's not, but it almost kind of tastes like it should be. Kind of weird. Yep, definitely not a fan. Oh well, had to have one, you know, weird flavor failure out of the batch. Let's go switch over to the game. Okay. Let's start up this PlayStation 2 format disc. And what's really weird about the PS3 playing PS2 games, it always turns off the controller. I have to turn it back on again.
Hey there! Welcome to Casa de Maggie. I thought I'd kill some time doing what I do best. I sort of forgot
Nice
you were
job on the
coming over.
reflection in the
cleaned up.
case behind her.
Oh well. You're probably wondering what we've got jammed into this issue. First, we went up to Electronic Arts in Vancouver to see how SSX Tricky was coming along. After
Barks
watching
root
the
beer
segment,
on
be
his
sure to
desk,
check
I
out the
approve.
demo in the vault. Then we asked the producer of Hot Shots Golf to show us what it takes to make a US version of a Japanese game. If you ever wanted to be a musician but you're lacking in talent, then the PlayStation 2 could be your instrument of choice.
Please tell me there's an amplitude demo on this.
Check out our segment on frequency and maybe you can develop those
frequency.
musical chops you never knew you had. And for those die-hard RPG fans, the development team at Square gave us a sneak peek at Final Fantasy X.
Man, SSX Tricky, Frequency, and Final Fantasy
X.
X.
Letting yourselves out.
All within a short amount of
Happy gaming, and
time.
I'll see you next issue.
Is there any question as to why the PlayStation 2 blew the others out of the water? Because, holy crap. Those are some fantastic games. Alright, first off, the download station. Capcom vs. SNK. Smuggler's Run 2. NBA Street. Okay, not bad. Hot Shots Golf 3, let's go. So I'm actually looking into directly extracting these videos from the demo discs to post on YouTube, so I get the best quality I possibly can. The only problem is the only way I've found involves extracting the video and audio separately and then recombining them,
from Japan to North America. So we talked
which
to Santa Monica Studios
takes a lot of
producer
additional
Taku Iwasaki
time.
about the process of bringing Japan's most popular golf game to the U.S.
Hot Shots Golf is originally made with the Japanese market in mind. It's a huge game in Japan. Therefore, it has the art style and the characters and everything on the game is very Japanese. So we realized that we had to do a
Yeah,
lot
but it was
to
still
to bring
fantastic.
it over to the States. In addition to translating the text and voices, we have to come up with different art style for the characters.
In Japan, the game has an art style that borrows heavily from Japanese animation called anime.
リアルなキャラクターのゴルフゲーム
Up till now, there have been lots of golfing games with realistic characters, and there are still such games. But that felt too much like a golfing simulator instead of a game. That may be fine for people who actually play golf, but gamers who have never golfed were finding it incredibly hard to enjoy. So for a game style that would be fun no matter who was playing it, we went for anime-style characters, not realistic.
And during Hot
A couple of my
Shots
nieces
Golf
actually
2,
played a little
we
bit
did
of
a survey using the
Everybody's
Japanese
Golf on the
version, and we
PS4
realized
and
that the U.S. audience is really
enjoyed
not
it.
familiar with that art style, and we decided to come up with our own characters and replace the Japanese characters so it would appeal to a wider audience. We're going to do the same thing with Hot Shots Golf 3. And right now we're in the course of coming up with new wacky characters for the U.S. market.
Both the Japanese and American versions have incorporated a brand new game engine
There
that's
is
improved the old
heavy
features and created some new ones.
interlacing artifacts
Rain
going on
looks
right
more
now.
like rain, and wind sounds more like
I'd
wind.
like to see if
Also,
I could
the time of day
eliminate
feature
those
is a
by
new
directly
thing. When you
extracting
start playing
video.
the first hole, it might be morning scenery, but when you're at the 18th hole, you'll see the sunset. It gives you a really nice on the golf course type of experience.
Like I said last night, fantastic golf
It seems like
series.
there's an incredible amount of work that goes into bringing a Japanese game to the U.S. We wondered if Hot Shots was a typical localization.
It's like
The degree of localization
Ace
in this
Combat
game,
in
I
that
would say,
it
is
kind
much
of
heavier than other,
combines the realism
localization
and the
titles. For
arcade
instance,
quite well.
Role-playing games are always just pure text translation. However, with games like Hot Shots Golf, the gameplay as well as the character appeal is the essence of the game. This game is huge in Japan, and I bet they have a much harder time creating a sequel that surpasses the previous series over there in Japan. But here, I know there are hardcore game fans that love this game. They're expecting something much better for Hot Shots 3, and my goal is to beat their expectations.
next? Ooh, Final Fantasy X.
Simply put, the Final Fantasy series has been the most successful and innovative
Also,
in
I
video
don't
game
know
history.
what it is about
the games have captured fans by always staying on the cutting edge of
not getting the
technology and
first
storytelling.
bit of that
Final
audio.
Fantasy X is no exception. As usual, the game has a completely new storyline and a new combat system.
I love the FF10
Recently,
combat
we went to
system.
Japan and talked to the team at Squaresoft to find out how they're keeping the series
It's
fresh.
really good. Moved as fast as you do.
Oh
yeah,
Final
Hey
Fantasy
there, Master
X
Welch.
takes place in a
Welcome.
big city called Zenarkand. They play a fictional sport called blitzball there. The main character is a popular player in this sport and comes to a place called Spila to play. When he tries to
Spila.
return to his hometown, he meets many different people, and that's where the story starts. In order to shock and surprise the players the way I did in Final Fantasy VII and VIII, we had to keep including new elements in the game that nobody thought of before. In Final Fantasy X, we could add the voiceovers for the characters and show the facial expressions very well. Because of that, I kept the overall story very simple.
That
For
blew
the
my
theme of
mind
Final
the
Fantasy
first time I
X,
saw it.
all of us wanted to create something that other
That
companies
CG
hadn't
sequence
done.
plus the
That was our
music.
main goal. Independence is the main theme for the story. Independence from society or parents as you grow up.
I just wasn't expecting hard crunching guitar from a Final Fantasy game at that point.
This time we're introducing the count time battle system instead of using active time battle, which we used in the previous games. In this system, the player can stop time during any part of the battle. Then the player can open up a window on the screen that shows the order of attacks.
Yeah.
So the player can play strategically by seeing
So
which
good.
monsters are going to attack and which characters will be able to attack.
I know it wasn't the first game to do
I want the
that,
player to
but
enjoy the
I
strategy of the
like
game.
that style.
For the hardcore gamers who enjoy the battle scenes, we created something called spheres, which you receive by attacking monsters. This item allows your character to advance more quickly. For example, when you damage a monster 1.5 times more than his hit points, you can receive more spheres. This way the game maniac can be satisfied by rewarding them with faster going characters.
Go with the flow.
For the normal player, if they memorize the monster's characteristics, they can finish the battle scenes quicker. That's what we were considering when we created the battle system for
Oh
this
yeah,
game.
I had to get
We
Lulu's
took into
jiggle
account
on
both
there.
audiences. By the end of the game, you will have 7 characters in your group, so we gave each character a special skill.
A flyer! That's your department, right?
Why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
This way the player has to utilize each of the different characters.
Nothing to fear, the hero's here!
I want the player to think about each character's skills when you battle a strong monster, so you know which character should fight against which monster. In previous Final Fantasy games, when you would summon a monster, they gave one special attack and then left. So they were usually like magic attacks. But this time when you summon a monster, they stick around and fight alongside you.
Please.
Yeah, that
fight
was
with
pretty
us.
cool.
The summoned monsters are very important for the storyline, so I thought that the player might enjoy seeing them in a battle scene. The graphics and designs are much better this time, so the game has a greater impact. A new element that we introduced is an event scene. You will usually see these when you are fighting with a boss.
That was also cool. At some of
So
the
for
battles,
example,
just
you can fight on
had
top of
that
a flying ship or
smooth
the edge of a cliff. We use a
transition.
special situation to start a battle scene so the surrounding elements become part of the battle. The graphics and the camera work will change depending on the situation. This gives the player a more cinematic feel.
In the Final Fantasy series, we don't limit ourselves to just orchestral music or rock or jazz. We use any kind of music that we think is interesting. We use an orchestra and a chorus, as we have in the previous Final Fantasy games. But this time, we also use some rock and roll sounds to give some scenes a harder edge. There's a song in Final Fantasy X sung by a folk singer named Riki. She lives on an island south of Japan called Amami. We asked her to sing the main theme song in Final Fantasy X.
No, I did not like
She has such a great and beautiful
that
voice
song.
that we're not going to translate the song into English. Even though the American audience is not going to know what she is singing about, they should grasp the feelings and emotions she is trying to get across. I'm looking forward to see what you think about it. And of course, the song will be on the US soundtrack.
Right after finishing up production on Final Fantasy VIII, we had a meeting to discuss adding voiceovers to match the beautiful images we could create.
Hey, not this way.
And now that we have the PS2 and DVD quality, we have a lot more room to store things, so that everything, including the graphics and sound, can be better.
We called it sin.
The most surprising thing that I experienced in LA when we were recording the voiceovers was that all the actors came to the studio in the morning without any information, and they started right off the bat. And they performed perfectly. In Japan, we requested that all the actors in a scene be in the studio at the same time. But in LA, we recorded each character separately. I was worried how it might work out in the beginning, but it worked out great.
Interesting.
We have been using motion capture since Final Fantasy VIII. We didn't use it that much in Final Fantasy IX because the characters weren't designed to be lifelike. In Final Fantasy X, we used motion capture almost all the time to make the characters seem real.
I will admit, it would
Now
be
that we have the
interesting
power
to
of the
see
PS2, we were able to have better definition
a
in the
Final
battle
Fantasy
scenes,
IX style
smoother
of
movement and
thing
facial expressions for the
with
characters.
modern graphics.
I really appreciate that we could show these
I guess that's
details.
kind of what they tried
Also,
to do
we can
with World of
transition
Final
between
Fantasy.
real time and full motion video smoothly now, which makes me really happy. The most challenging part was, well, actually there were a lot of challenges, particularly getting the details of facial expressions and the movement of hair and clothing.
Still
The time it
challenges
took for a
today.
scene depends on the complexity of that scene. The shortest time was 2 to 3 weeks. Most of the time, though, it takes about 1 or 2 months. The longest scene we rendered took about half a year.
With all the work that's gone into it,
Now we
Final
can do
Fantasy
all of
X
that
is sure
stuff
to blow
real
away
time.
longtime fans of the series and new players alike. The Squaresoft team is excited about the game, and so are we.
The story of Final Fantasy X is really interesting. So without giving anything away, I want to encourage all the fans of the series not to give up and play all the way to the end of the game. I think you will enjoy the ending.
I wouldn't mind that, but Sonic Adventure didn't really age very well. Watching Mintbeard's playthrough,
Have you ever dreamed of being a
The
rock
biggest
star
thing
performing killer songs to the roar of a crowd?
is
Well, Harmonix, a Boston-based developer, has now made it
you know,
possible.
the parts where
even
you're
if you
going
can't play a note
fast
on a
and
guitar.
you're kind
Get
of
ready
in a
to hone
lane.
your skills on the
I
world's newest
love
musical
how in
instrument,
later
the
games
PlayStation 2.
they made it so you
Frequency
just
is
like
a
tap a
revolutionary
shoulder
rhythm
button to
music
switch
game
lanes,
that will convert
and that they
gamers
kind
into
of kept you
musicians and
going on the
probably a lot of
track.
musicians into gamers.
More than anything else, Frequency is a game about making music, about playing music. We've really tried to turn the game controller into a new kind of musical instrument that players need to master.
I liked
in order to
Amplitude
beat
better,
the
but
game.
Frequency
We
was
think
good.
there's two things that really separate Frequency from a lot of the other music games that we've played. One of them is that since it's a multi-track environment, you get much more deeply involved into like the fabric of the music because you're listening to each track individually and you can hear what each one does. The other thing that's different is a big part of the game is the remix mode, whereby you can take all the components of the song and put them together pretty much however you like to make your own remixes of the songs that we have in the game.
In Frequency, you enter a world that looks nothing like you've ever seen, and by using the easy-to-learn controls, you'll be making music in no time.
The gameplay in Frequency is like Tempest meets Dance Dance Revolution.
where you're actually traveling
Keep in
down
mind,
a tunnel of
this
music.
was what
and you choose a
birthed
particular track to
Guitar
play,
Hero
which is a
and all of
particular
that.
instrument, like drum, bass, voice, guitar, and you have to press the buttons to the rhythm of that particular track to complete that track.
Visually, this game is quite different from any of the preceding music games in that it's an intense visual overload experience. We're trying to capture rave-like intensity with the visual experience in this game, and that's really never been touched on in any of the other games.
Picture yourself going down a tube or a tunnel that's got 8 sides, and each one of those sides has a different instrument on it. So one of the sides may have a kick and snare track. One of the sides might have a bass track. One might have a guitar and a vocal.
The key to a music game is having great songs, and Frequency has one of the best lineups
Yay,
of artists
freeze
ever
pop.
assembled for a video game.
In terms of the music, instead of just using kind of backdrop video game music, we've actually gone out and licensed a bunch of great kick-ass music from some fantastic bands, and so the music that you're playing in this game is real music by
Which
top
is
bands that you've heard on
unfortunately
the
why
radio,
you're
and
probably not
just,
going to
you know,
see
what
this
people normally
reunion
think of as
soon.
video game music.
The roster of artists who've contributed songs to Frequency is one incredible compilation. No Doubt, Powerman 5000, Fear Factory, Low Fidelity All-Stars, and Orbital all have songs in the game. And many of the songs were written for the game or are custom remixes you can't hear anywhere else.
Sony asked us, gee, is there any bands that you'd like to have in the game? And Josh, the music director, and I said, gee, what about Curve? I wonder if they'd do a track. They're not a huge draw in the U.S., but they were sort of pioneers of electronic rock in the early 90s, and I've always been a big fan. They did a custom track for us in 2 weeks, and we were thrilled. It came out great.
That's insane.
One of the artists who really surprised me was DJ Qbert. I didn't know what to expect from him.
The first time the guys came to me about Frequency, I was like, okay, cool, let's do some whatever scratching incorporated into video games. And as I was playing the game and testing it out, and I was like, whoa, this is really cool. I was pretty addicted at the start. Playing Frequency and scratching is kind of like the same type of energy, sort of, because when I scratch, it's free and you're totally like, having fun. And it's the same thing with video games. You're just releasing your soul through just having fun. It turned out even better than I expected.
The Qbert level is out of control. It's probably my favorite track in the game now. But frankly, during the development process, every time we got a new track from one of these artists, there was always, you know, excitement through the office because everyone was so psyched to get their hands on a new song.
Getting such an amazing group of artists involved in the game was a big challenge for the developers at Harmonix.
When we first started calling around to the artists and their management, I mean, their curiosity was definitely piqued, but it wasn't until they actually saw the game that they really started to get excited about it.
So killer, dude.
One of the biggest hurdles was just actually setting up meetings with these people, just actually getting access to them, because once we did, everybody saw like the potential of it, and if at all possible, they wanted to be a part of it.
I first heard about this game, I got an email from Ryan at Sony, and he told me that they were working on a music game. He kind of gave me the rundown a little bit. He's all, yeah, you know, you guys could write a song, or we could take a song from your record, and the person playing it can actually remix it. They could almost create their own track out of it, and I thought that was a great idea.
In addition to the music that the bands have provided for the game, they've also provided some imagery, either short video clips or pictures, and we take that imagery and use it in the game world. So in the arenas, there are these large billboards, and actually those video clips and pictures get splattered onto those billboards so that as you're playing, for example, the No Doubt level, then there'll be images of Gwen Stefani on these billboards in the cybernetic world behind you.
The depth and frequency comes not only from the songs in the game, but the different areas in which you make your music.
There are 27 different songs in the game, but each song you can play in any number of different arenas, and the arenas are essentially visual backdrops for the tunnel that you fly through. They've got sort of different visual themes to them. As you progress through the game and beat more and more levels, you unlock more and more arenas until, if you win the game on Expert, you've unlocked all 8 arenas. In single player, you're trying to beat enough patterns to stay alive to get all the way through the song. Multiplayer is a little different. In multiplayer, you're actually trying to get more points than your opponent, and you have various power-ups and ways of kind of beating your opponent down. It's kind of similar to a, sort of a kart racing game in that way.
There's a lot of flexibility in this game. There's a lot of room to add to what's already there. When you're in single player mode, after you unlock all the song, you actually can also go in and kind of jam along with it. You can just kind of improvise. And there'll be notes just like a little solo going in over everything. Or there'll be a scratch track where you can go in and scratch over the samples. So you can just kind of add your own beats over on top of it. You can recreate what's done, and then you can kind of add your little signature on top of that. When you go into remix mode, you can basically just start from scratch and do your own version of that song.
As they worked on the game, the developers realized that they were making something completely new, turning a video game into a musically creative experience.
I think the idea behind Frequency from the developers was to give people who didn't necessarily have the time or the ability or the skills to write or produce music, to get the enjoyment of actually creating
the online
music. You know, I think it's going to appeal to a lot of different people for that very reason, because everybody loves music. You know,
there was actually
everybody's cool loves music.
An online version.
One of the things we figured out
Frequency
was
that got added.
there's just millions and millions of kids with really good video game
And,
skills for which they get no real
I played
credit,
that a
but it's a
bit,
real skill. Like, so
but at one
the high
point I
concept
was
that we came up
playing
with was,
online
hey, let's build a
and
game that allows
happened
you
to
to
cross
express
the
yourself
music
musically
director
with the
from
skill set that you
Harmonix.
already have, namely
I actually got to
playing video games.
get
So
my
what we
ass
really
kicked
tried to
by
do in this
him.
game is present an experience to the user which looks and feels like a video game, and they can use the skills that they already have as video gamers to get inside it and master it. But
After
at
we
its
played one
core,
of
it's a
the
game
the
about
games,
making
I
music,
asked if
and
we
they
could play
realize
one
once
of
they're into it that what they're really
like a
doing
remix
is
that he
not
had done.
playing a video game
I think
so
I
much
still
as
have that
playing music.
saved to a memory card somewhere. Ooh, yay, SSX Tricky. I've actually been playing this quite a bit on my Steam Deck.
After almost a full year of playing SSX, we felt that we were ready to hit the slopes ourselves and put what we learned in the game to good use. We were wrong. While nursing our bruises, we were glad to hear that the folks at EA Canada had spent that year working on SSX Tricky.
While nursing our bruises.
SSX Tricky is the world of SSX a year later. The World Circuit is back on this year. We have 6 of the original riders coming back and 6 new riders joining the season as well. We've got 2 new venue locations and all last
Moby's my
year's
man
stock
until I
on the tour
unlock
are back as
Simon.
well.
Over the course of the year, you can expect normal mountain or real mountain.
This game
would,
aged
have some
really
considerable
well.
Changes.
It even has
We
a
tried to
16 by
reflect the same
9
kind of
mode.
thing in our courses, but we also did a lot of deliberate work to try and make them a lot more fun and really enhance the show-off aspect of the game as well. Give the player a lot of opportunity to pull more tricks.
Garibaldi is a dramatic run.
Well, we couldn't wait to get our hands on the game, so the first thing we checked out was the new tracks.
Garibaldi is a new first course. One of the things that we discovered with last year's game was that we wanted a much more forgiving first track. Large air, big drops, very fast speeds, with very wide bank turns and that. So it gives a much more compelling first experience for people to kind of get their bearings on the track.
We tried to make it easy enough. For the
SSX
first-time
Tricky
user,
would have been
and yet
an
we kept
update for the
hitting
original
shortcuts and
SSX.
certain elements that are
Like a
very,
downloadable
effective for
content
the
thing.
Experienced user.
If
as
it
well.
was
We have a
nowadays.
huge,
I don't
drop
think
right
it would
off
have
the
been a
bat.
separate
It's
game.
about 300 or so meters free fall. So yeah, it's a great new track.
Not only are there new courses to explore, but a whole new crew of riders to choose from.
Out of the 6 new characters we've got, Simon is probably one of my favorites. Last year I felt we had a lot of, pretty mainstream sort of characters. This guy brings a real element of danger or unpredictability to the mix, which is something that we're really happy with.
This is the stop! Ooh, Simon says, big hairy freaking deal. I am the man!
Luther Dwayne is a good old boy, and he thinks he's quite the competitor.
You look like you need protection, you namby-pamby, scissor freak, chumpy boot, wimp.
His sheer size is the thing you need to look out for there, as well as his attitude.
You want rough? I'll give you rough.
and you really just try and make sure that your biggest visual cues are going to come across, particularly from your rear view, which is the gameplay view for the most part. So looking at a character's butt down.
Yeah, let's get a little bit less of Luther's rear view.
Better look good. So I guess Luther Dwayne is probably a good example of that. He's got quite a sizable crack showing in the game.
One of my favorite new characters is a character that's been described as kind of dorky cool. His name's Eddie Wachowski. He's got a red afro. Upon physical first impressions, you're kind of going, what a dork. After you kind of get a little bit of a sense of his dialogue and his delivery and things like this, he's not so bad. He's just got his own style, his own thing going on. Eddie's voiced by David Arquette.
You're not really picking me, are you? Just kidding!
And that was a huge contributor to the overall sense of Eddie the character.
That felt worse than it looked.
Besides David Arquette, other celebrities that were involved in the game included Lucy Liu.
This is gonna be very interesting.
I didn't realize Lucy Liu did it.
Wax your way to victory.
Oliver Platt and Macy Gray.
Ooh, look at them shoes! Where you get them shoes?
The surprising thing for me personally was that a lot of them were familiar with the game and had actually played it quite a bit. David Arquette was quite familiar with it. Macy Gray plays with her son.
Don't sweat me, look me over, check me out.
A lot of them sit in studios and voice over movies that they work on anyway, because all that stuff has to be redone after they shoot it all, so they're used to sitting in a studio and reading scripts and really putting a lot of effort into how they deliver it. So it was pretty neat to see, actually.
I got what you need right here, baby. Let's ride. All right, let's go! Yo, what's up with that?
The improved character development is not only in the voiceover, but can be seen in the artificial intelligence.
We found that in last year's game, the pack separated reasonably quickly, and you didn't really get much of that passing people in the corners because you typically only had one guy off in the distance and maybe one person behind you. So with the 6 riders that are on the field, we worked out a much more tight racing environment.
I'm kind of glad I got into the series with
second
Tricky.
aspect of it that I'm really quite excited about.
It just sounds like it's an
has to do with the
improvement on
aggression AI.
every
Last year we had a little bit of random probability of other
facet.
riders getting a little physical with you. This year we've created a real dynamic environment to that. So they react to you based on your pre-established relationship with them as friends, enemies, and neutrals.
With no friends in the lineup, you better be careful out there today.
These characters know each other. There's animosity in some cases. There's alliances in other cases. You push your friends around, they're going to ask you what's going on. They're going to talk to you.
I thought we were friends.
You push your enemy around, and that guy's going to come after you. He's going to kick your butt down the hill.
Each one of them has a tolerance and an aggression value. The tolerance has to do with how many times you hit them before they react. There's 3 levels of reaction. One is a verbal response, the second is a little bit of a physical and verbal response, and the third level is a seek and destroy response. It's playing awesome. We're just in love with it.
Sound and music can really make the video game experience immersive. In SSX Tricky, they've taken it a step further.
EA Sports a couple of years ago built a bunch of software that we use in-house, which enables us to take music and make it change depending on events driven from the game.
Yeah, that's another really cool bit about it.
Actually, what we could really use is your multi-tracks, and we remix the multi-tracks to give us a couple different levels of intensity on the song. So the high level would be like the standard tune that you're hearing, but if you're boarding really bad, you might take out like a guitar riff or take the bass out, so it's just like drums. And so the software actually changes this all up like on the fly. So this interactive music software that we have is this like state of the art. I mean, it's changing the music every bar depending on how well you're doing.
The interactive music is definitely cool, but what really makes you feel that you were in the game and not just playing it is the fact that the audio is in 4-channel surround sound.
We spent a lot of time this year
I've
kind of
never
sorting out
had surround
how to do
sound.
TTS surround.
So what it does to the sound is you've got boarders coming in from behind you. They'll start talking at you and you can hear them coming up on your back, or if you hit something, it'll fly by you and it sounds like it's going by in full theater style sound. Once you start listening to DTS digital, it's really hard to go back to stereo because it sounds so good. It's really immersive, and it's like you're in the middle of the game.
Well, luckily for us, a bruised ego was the worst of our injuries. But at least we're in top physical condition for another winter on the SSX circuit.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite games. Not just on the PS2, but one of my favorite games. Okay, we already got that. Cool. Speaking of cool, moves. Portal Runner.
Hi, my name is
Not a
Jesse
fan
with
of
the
that
3DO
game.
Company, and today I'm going to show you a cool move for Portal Runner for the PlayStation 2. In Portal Runner, it's very important for the player to obtain 100% of the gems collected in every single level. This opens up bonuses and Easter eggs later on as you finish the game. Let me show you how. In many of the levels, it's not very evident where gems are. You can find gems just sitting out on the ground, just like this. However, if you collect all of them, you'll notice that it doesn't add up to 100%. However, there are certain things that you can do to find the secret areas that generate gems. In this level, there are 3 piñatas hanging in the air. Shoot every single one. And it opens up the secret gems.
Jeez.
Stand on the portal, and this will help you get 100% of all gems in the level.
How are you supposed to figure that out without this?
However, the key thing to remember throughout the whole game is that there are many things in each level that you can shoot, and it will generate secrets. So again, in Portal Runner, if you see something in the level that you can shoot, shoot it. This will be helpful for you to get 100% of all gems collected within the level, and this will open up Easter eggs and bonuses later on in the game.
Okay, so if it looks like it can be shot, shoot it, but that's still kind of not good gameplay. There should be some sort of indication that you're supposed to shoot something.
Today I will show you a cool move for the game Eco for your PlayStation 2. The problem we have here is getting across the large chasm by the giant windmill. I'm going to show you how it's done. Take a look. We see the chasm directly ahead of us, and the lever we need to reach on the other side. To get to that lever, we need to travel to the top of the windmill. And in doing so,
That wasn't a tough puzzle. It's like one of the first ones you encounter in the game.
We'll go ahead and travel around the pond here over to this small staircase, or what's left of it.
It was in the freaking demo.
We find a door. Unfortunately, that's locked, so we'll take the hard route up. Climb up this ledge and shimmy over to the right. And once we reach the other side, we will find 3 more ledges directly above us.
I've never gone up
Climb
that way.
all 3 levels until you gain your footing on the final larger level. Make your way to the other side of the tower, turn around and face the windmill blades. We want to jump to the center of the windmill blade and grab on the post there. And we want to shimmy to the right, nice and slow so you do not lose your grip.
Unless they changed this.
Make your way to the top. And once you get above the structure, go ahead and press your triangle button to jump away from the windmill blade.
They must have changed that
Now we
puzzle
made it to
because
the
I'm
top.
not... Okay.
And from here, it's pretty easy
Because
sailing.
there's usually like
Follow the
a
path,
pole that comes
past
out
the save couch there,
horizontally, like perpendicular
along the
to
wall.
the windmill
Gonna
blade.
pass the idle doorway.
And I didn't
that we
see
will
those
return
on
to
there.
Once we get the princess down to where we find the lever.
So while you could probably still
When
do
press
this
your
in the
circle
full
button to
game,
pull the lever,
I think they made it a
you'll
lot
see a cinema of
easier
the bridge
in the full game.
emerging from the wall. Now it doesn't go all the way across, so we need to jump down to the bridge, slowly travel to its edge. Go ahead and press your R1 button to extend your hand and help the princess across.
For the glory of Yorda.
From there, you can travel back to the idol doorway. The princess will work her magic, open the door, and you're one step closer to escaping the castle. Now that you've seen it done, go ahead and try it yourself. Good luck.
Try something here. Settings. Okay. Wasn't sure if there was like a disk speed thing that I could have pulled off, like on the PS1.
Hi, I'm Steve Anthony, an assistant producer with Electronic Arts Canada, and I'm working on SX Tricky. I'm going to take you guys through a couple of Eddie Wachowski's Uber tricks today. So we'll go right into the game here. First thing you'll notice is that the adrenaline bar on the right-hand side is all filled up. That means my Uber tricks are ready to go. So go up, want to hold down X to max out the jump, hit R1, and then square. So that was the hand-to-hand air Uber trick. So the key is always just to keep landing the tricks. You'll always maintain your adrenaline bar being maxed out, which is what you want. As long as that tricky is spinning, you're good to go. And I'll do it again. Here's holding down L1, hold it, and then square into the gut buster. And that's the way to do sweep
Debug
tricks in
menu,
SX
debug
Tricky.
replay. Okay. Tip for the cool moves. Celebrity game. Is that Wayne Brady? Sweet.
Well, rumors are true. This whole acting thing and getting your own TV show, this is merely to supply me with the money for my video game Jones. I'm not like, oh, I like Miss Pac-Man. No. Slam it, shoot it, power up, kill. Twisted Metal Black kicks all kinds of butt. Dark Angel, dope. Motor Mayhem, Unreal Tournament. I would love to be, like 7 foot tall. I'm able to turn invisible with a cloaking device. I've got guns and a shotgun or something on my arm. That'd be dope. NBA Street, that is my game right now. I would so dig being a video game voice.
All right, and now the aggro crag. Player 1, victory.
So if anyone's watching and you want me on your video game, hook a brother up, call me. I just pimped myself out. Stop, Wayne. Shut up, girl. I mean, it's a horrible choice. It's like, tell me that I can't eat, but you'd give me $1 million. At that point, just give me a burger and let's call it a day.
Oh, so that's why he left his show and went to Who's Line.
I'm a huge geek. I've got nice clothes because of the show, but I'm a huge geek. I crown myself winner of the game. Thank you for playing, buddy. Watch the Wayne Brady Show.
He gave up his show for his PS2 and hooked up with Drew Carey. Super Bowl 36. The credits. Brian Poon. All right. We go into the vault.
I chose to
Another
play the
celebrity
game.
gamer, I guess.
It didn't choose me. Sure, things weren't always easy.
Friends, fighting, school, drugs.
But the game taught me the fundamentals of life.
Honesty, teamwork, trust.
I knew drugs, even weed, would get in the way. Football, my anti-drug. Now I'm the teacher.
Wow, that anti-drug campaign is still going. Well, now this is interesting. I'm not seeing the screen on my TV. I see it on the capture, not on the TV. Grandia 2. Let's check this out. Non-playable, unfortunately. Ew, those clouds look goopy. It's another series I never actually played. Oh, that's not a creepy smile. That's part of the sword he's holding in front of his face. Jade Cocoon 2. Now, Jade Cocoon I did play a little bit. I didn't complete it. But it was basically like PlayStation trying to cash in on Pokemon to a certain extent. A lot more intricate, though. You know, Ubisoft was reported to be diving into their back catalog. I wonder if they dig up some of those. Especially since it's their Ubisoft Plus service was going to be coming to PlayStation Plus revamp. Ooh, I get to play Okage Shadow King. To exit this application, you must reset your system. Okay, good to know. This game is actually available as a PS2 classic on the PS4. Ah, thank you for the host, Link. Appreciate that. Haven't actually played this before. Kind of an interesting title screen. How are you doing tonight, Link? Hope things are going well enough for you. Ah! I've been waiting for you, Miss Hero. You darling instigator, you. Huh? Excuse me, sir, whoever you are. Will you let me pass, please? Miss Hero, come. Let us go on a journey, a great quest. Come along with me, Guten Kiesling. Excuse me? My keen intelligent brains tell me that you are the one. This one who is unparalleled in her entertainment ability and her misfortunes. A biological machine that functions as a trigger to generate various singular phenomena. What's he talking about? This old man, in effect, is saying that he's curious about you and wants to follow you around. Had a girl fat legs attracting suspicious old men? Fat legs? Oh, you're right! The life work of yours truly, the great Professor Kisling, is the study of ghosts. I'm doing pretty good. Miss Hero, my instincts tell me that, with you, I will experience a multitude of encounters with ghosts. Knock it off, I have my hands full as it is with this stupid shadow. Go away. Shoot, shoot. Oh, my beautiful hero, I wish you could feel my heart. Yes, the research is but an excuse. Must I tell you that I was swept away by your loveliness? Oh, you flatter me, you silly boy. What's a girl to do, Ari? We'll befriend him. Don't ask the slave, ask moi, you watchful woman. I'm telling you now, I disapprove. This old man is too suspicious. Oh, so you disapprove? Then I approve. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. Come along with me, Professor Kisling. Stupid woman. Swept away so easily by false flattery. Well, let's get rolling, shall we? Yeah. I've never played this game. I know of it. That's about it. Okay, where am I? Oh, I'm at the top of the map. Got it. Alright, cool. I can kind of go off-road. Got full camera control. Nice. Area looks pretty neat. Oh, can't go across that. I was right. This hero's amazing bad luck has already quadrupled the ghost appearance rate. What lovely ghosts. Oh, irresistibly ghostly. Oh my. Oh, woman, it's your fault. You befriended this fool. Oh yeah, Ni no Kuni was fantastic. I mean, granted, that was PS3, this is PS2, so... Okay, Kisling goes first. Attack the man-eating onion. Okay, hurry next. Go ahead and attack. Roslyn. Okay. So you set it all in motion, and then everybody attacks pretty much at the same time? Maybe still dependent on speed? An interesting look to the UI also. I'll look around a little bit more. I can't tilt the camera up or down. I do like that we can potentially avoid the random encounters here. Escapeless Abyss. That sounds like fun. Let's go. Yeah. It's got like bold lettering and high contrast, which is good. Okay, you know what? Enemy group ice attack. That sounds good. And Kisling, do you have anything special? Steals life points. Now let's just attack. They're probably not going to survive the ice attack. Zap. I don't remember who did it first, but I mean Chrono Trigger did it. Sealed with a miraculous power. The miraculous power of buy the full game. Nope, can't go that way. Music's got an edge of bizarre to it. Okay. Okay, the crows are all in one group. Good to know. Enemy group casts sleep spell. Okay. Enemies attack you. Restores 30 health points. That's good to know. No one's really damaged though, so... It's a walking scarecrow. Yeah. Oops. That didn't kill them. Let's try again. There you go. Okay, so as soon as the attack ability is recharged, you go again. Let's see. Let's try this spell suction thing. Okay, that didn't really do much. Well, the crows should be pretty, weak by now, so we'll just do some regular attacks. There we go. Definitely an interesting visual style, though, with the characters. Well, you could just name him Patrick. That would get the point across. Ah. Friend of mine, oh, Fierce Goat. Friend of mine actually named a, Bidoof in Pokemon, Lionel Richie. Not entirely sure why, but oh, looks like, oh, Kisling was asleep for a moment, but now he's better. I like the history thing there, too. Write-off charm. What's that? Or carefree living cures tax. So there's a tax status effect? Yay! Saving is not possible in the demo version. Okay. Whoop. I don't know. But it's kind of an interesting thought. I don't know what the status effect is, but I would guess that it's like, you know, reduce the amount of cash you get dropped at the end of the fight or something like that. Should be an interesting status effect. There we go. A little bit. This game does have a bit of a lighthearted feel to it. Dang it. Yes, Costume Quest. That was definitely a unique RPG. I mean, it's extremely Double Fine. It is probably the so-called Stone Circle. Okay. Oops. I'm glad that wasn't actually 111 points of damage. I hope that goes away quickly. we go. I don't really remember who it was that made this game. Okay, she's still poisoned. Okay, good to know. They've got different elemental biases. That's cool. Oh, there was something off in the distance I wanted to look at. Dang it. I can think of worse things to be obsessed with. Capybara are kinda cute. Alright. Ari, you go ahead and mend Rosalind. There we go. He loves those books. What was that? That was an interesting way to transition to the next area. So, this is Rochello. Smells fishy. Well, the town of Rochello's main industry is fishing. The place is architecturally interesting. The entire town is built over the lake. In addition, when we visit the port, we can observe the ancient ruins called the Aquatic Ruins. Aquatic Ruins. The whole building sank under the lake. Who knows when it was built? Yeah. Who do I care for an old wrecked building? According to the map O Evil Kings, one of those fake evil kings is nearby. I have it. Let's conquer this town and hunt that imposter down. Now, slave, we formulate a devious plan of conquest. Won't let you. Come on, Ari, let's go to the Hero Association of this town and help people. You shut up, bug-eyed woman. He's my slave. No, I won't let him. I will correct Ari beautifully. Won't let them continue arguing. Slave? Ari? Well, this pointless argument is interesting, but look, something is going on over there too, isn't it? Huh? Oh, true. I wonder what's going on. Let's go, Ari. I thought that was a whatever in the world could that be moment for a sec. Yeah, I know. I kind of got a Rick feeling from him too. Ah, I'm the Gypsy Fortune Teller. There's a reason I can't reveal my name, but Love Fortune Teller Master number 3 is what most people call me. Just one look into the crystal and I'll identify exactly who loves you the most. So, would you like me to tell you your fortune of love? Sure. Whoops. Ah. Let's do it. Narikari Sarimari. Boom! Almost whammo! Ah, here it is. You get along best with... Whoa. Hero Rosalind with her parasol. Hey, you. Nice going. Way to go. The compatibility of two persons changes from time to time depending on the actions you take. Hey, thanks for the sub, Link. Well then, come again soon. Seems the princess is in town now. You won't have another chance. You better go see her now. Fine. Gotta explore the town a bit. Ugh. I'm no good. I'm an uncool, unpopular man. But every waking moment, all I can think of is her. If she gives me any kind of smile, it'll be heavenly. I have to become a man more suitable for her sense of taste and style, but how? Wonder if that would work here. Hey Google, make it rain. Well, not quite what I meant, but I'll take it. No problem. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good night. Lately, knickknacks sell well. It's because of all the heroes coming here. One who had a little class, I would consider him for my cousin Tilara. Of course, he would have to pull off a great coup first. King of clubs? Oh, no one can use it. Oh no, not. Okay, so I've got a couple of those, good. Back to dungeon entrance, I'm guessing that's saying. I should have one of those. 100 sukal. Okay. Okay, I can only get stuff for the main character. That's fine. To take up most of my cash. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's talk to him and sell my other stuff. Silver sword. And guess that's it. Okay. Darn, there's a rumor of the princess visiting Rochello. The schedule of the princess is in the paper came from a reliable source. According to that schedule, she'll come to Rochello in secret. It's too sudden, and the mayor and assembly are panicking, but they assure us they're not. Sure. Sorry, we're using this road. If you want to meet the mayor, go around, will you? Okay. I'll figure that out somehow. I want to go this way first. Hey kiddo, why don't you learn to fish? Fishing's good, it calms your mind. So does herbal tea. Can't you be a little more amiable? Fishing is a sacred sport that finds your true heart. Makes you open your heart and mind, and as well as bringing peace to them. Hey mister, you're the one who does tricks with your shadow, aren't you? Come on, show me, please. I hear brats are irritating. Show me. Nah, I'll show him. I'm no circus attraction slave. Don't summon me unless you want abuse.
Wow, that's awesome. Great show. Here, take this.
Shiny lens. Alright.
See, anyone who witnesses my grand... Oh,
wrong voice. See, anyone who witnesses my grand visage is compelled to bestow gifts and thanks. And you. There's so many people claiming to be heroes showing up. Almost ran out of supplies. For some reason, it seems good seafood is not available lately. In Ruscello, of all places. Go figure. We may have to start serving salad instead of seafood. Yeah, I know. Go this way? Nope. Go all the way back this way. There we go. I wonder what's going on. There's so many people here. By the way, Stan, don't move and talk in front of people, okay? People find out that I'm with you. Not only will my hero qualification be revoked, I will also not be able to marry. Don't make me laugh, you dishwater woman. You're going to age all alone anyway. All of your efforts are in vain. Ari. Again, you're mistaking me for you, Pancake Shadow. Look at that. Someone came out. Who is it? Oh, Princess. It's Her Highness, Princess Marlene. Princess? Shh, be quiet. Princess Marlene is taking a boat to the symbol of the lake, the Aquatic Ruins. The Aquatic Ruins is the place for an important ceremony. Villagers are prohibited to take a boat on the lake for 2 days. So as not to disturb the princess's prayers until the ceremony is over. Something wrong? Aquatic Ruins are ruins that nobody goes in. It's not your concern, okay? You shall not take any boat on the lake and approach the Aquatic Ruins. Of course, it is a great pleasure to have Her Highness in this town. We townspeople are praying for the ceremony's success. Princess, I'm so glad we found her so quickly. Now we've got to meet her. Princess, this is silly. She's just some snob girl. I suppose the assembly line loser hero over here wants to help the princess. Take advantage of the situation and get her fame and glory. What a beast human vanity is. Shut up, it's not that. I just want to ask if the princess if you... Oop. Me? No, nothing. La la la. Oh, whatever. Let's go, you fluorescent pink brat. You want to meet the princess, right? Suspiciously cooperative. You've got to be up to something. Hey? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything yet. Yet? What do you mean yet, huh? Oh, really suspicious. You're more suspicious. An umbrella in broad daylight? What do you need to see Her Bratty Highness for? What? You're stopping? Oh. Alright, well, anyway, let's just go and see the princess. I, Scholar Guten Kiesling, have a deep academic interest in the princess. I agree. I'm glad you're here to keep us focused, Professor Kiesling. Unlike stupid no-attention Pan Stan. We'll have to start with a blood test, then other diagnostic exams. I wonder what the results will be. Whatever. Anyway, this is a special occasion. Let's go see the princess. Hi, Jerry. Oh no, the princess is leaving. Jutting proudly from the moist waters. Well, it seems that the story will have to end here for now. Let's save the remainder of the story of this unlucky boy for another time. Okay, so Zener Works? Never heard of them. Okay, so I need to reset to continue. I need to take a quick break. I will be back in a few moments. Okay, back now. Go back into the vault. Ignore Tiki Barber.
I chose to play the game.
And onto Dynasty Warriors 3. Ooh. Is playable? Yes, it is. Dynasty Warriors 2 was the one of the first PS2 games I ever got to play when I got my console. So the series kind of has a warm spot, even though I've kind of not been playing much of them lately. Do actually have an idea for a YouTube video having to do with Dynasty Warriors. So keep an eye out for that. That was pretty cool. Classic. You know, they always had really detailed character models in this series, like right from the beginning. Impressively so for early PS2. Nope. Can't switch to any of the other options. Just the free mode demo. Non-mod campaign. Interesting. Ooh, and 2-player on the demo. Nice. Zhao Yun, Genji, or Hongai. I'll go with Zhao Yun. He's the only one out of the 3 that I actually, like, have willingly played. Do we have any equipment? Weapon is the Dragon Spear. It's the best of the spears I've got. Alright, well, we've got some other items we can equip. Got Tortoise Amulet, Shell Armor, and Speed Scroll. Can use True Musu Tech regardless of health. That'll be useful. But then we're also going to buff up our hit points here. Tiri, cut it out. Okay, so I remember enjoying having crossbow bodyguards. Helpful. Okay, conditions. Meng Huo is defeated. Oh, interesting. Doesn't have the English text on the load screen.
This battle is not an act of aggression. We will attack their spirit and make them submit.
Wait, so Meng Huo is right here?
Cleave through your soul.
Oh wait, that's right. Doesn't he like run away 5 times or something like that?
The enemy officer has fallen to my blade.
Yay, got a weapon.
I've seen your tactics. Next time, I'll defeat you.
I'm sure. Let's see what we can do to clear out the... Oh, we only get 10 minutes in the demo. Interesting. Alright, fine.
So, they have joined.
Let's just head straight down to the enemy camp here. See if Meng Huo shows up again. Ah, there we go. Makes it a lot easier to keep track of. Oh, there he is.
You are early.
I should have taken the saddle item.
What? What are these monsters?
Oh, I shit my pants. Fine. I was just going to run past you, but no, you had to attack. Oh, it's just a enemy spawning gate. Alright, where's Meng Huo? Okay. Hopefully I can get there. This is a demo of Dynasty Warriors 3. Arg. We're going through PlayStation Magazine demo number 53. Welcome, by the way, Grant Calabash. Hope you're doing well tonight. Good to hear. I do hope to finish off Blue's Quest tomorrow night. We actually did encounter a Saga Frontier demo, but it was a non-playable one. Kind of crappy too, it didn't have any of the music from the actual game. Come here, you. So, is Wang Ping when you're just checking to make sure your dick's still there? There we go. Pork buns. Okay. Where's Meng Huo now? Way over there. Should be able to get to him by going across this bridge. Yep. I remember that. Actually, thanks to this series, I read The Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Definitely a good read. Yeah. Dong Tuna. Oh, Tune, whatever. Ah, the dick blocked it all. Okay, good. Give me that Musu. Wonder if it's even possible to finish this in the time limit. Yeah. I never ran out of time in the full game.
Our arrows have no effect. What are they?
Oops. Got you again. That's twice.
You haven't beaten me yet.
Hmm.
The enemy officer has fallen to my blade.
Oh no, my bodyguard died.
You're a better general than I have heard.
Thanks. Oh, hey. Steal a horse. Alright, where's Meng Ho gonna show up this time? Way over there, of course.
We shall catch him again.
It's gonna take me 2 minutes just to get there. You know, I was wondering about that. But I wasn't sure if I could do that, if I could actually win that way without having defeated Meng Ho X number of times first. It might be possible in the demo too. A little bit of a side trip here. Nope, nothing in there. No. See if I can get him 3 times at least.
I understand there is another spring besides this river. Go around this poisoned river and advance the Arnine there.
There we go. Ah, juggled him nicely. On. Almost got him.
The enemy officer has fallen to my blade.
Awesome. Just as time was up.
You again.
Yeah. I know, I know. Because of that artificial 10-minute timer. No, I'm just trying to reset here. There we go. Okay. What's next? Ooh, SSX Tricky. Is it playable? Yeah! They're probably gonna make me use Eddie, though.
EA Sports. Big.
Welcome to SSX Tricky. I hope you brought warm clothes.
This game has aged extremely well.
Select mode. Single. Select character. Who do you want to play with?
Okay, so we just get Eddie and Elise. Fine, then I'm gonna take Elise.
Elise.
You won't regret this.
Select event.
I usually take Moby to start out with until I can unlock Simon. No 16:9 mode on the demo. Oh, and he's not telling us about Garibaldi either.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brazo. And welcome to Garibaldi.
On, there we go. Ah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah! Can't stay! Massive combo!
I'll get it next time.
Backside 180!
A 180 your backside. Much better. It's not have lifted my finger off the jump in time.
Player one, you're the top dog.
No, it's not sarcasm. I play this game on my Steam Deck using PCSX2, and it's fantastic. Add to that the fact that it's still got a, oh geez, another harsh timer. Add to that the fact that it's got a good 16:9 mode, so you can stretch it out for full screen. It's good stuff.
Oh, that was pathetic.
Oops, I didn't want to restart. But I do want to try to do the show off mode.
Select mode.
We'll do Eddie for this.
Select character. Eddie.
You're not really picking me, are you? Just kidding.
Select show off. Garibaldi.
Well, I guess Eddie doesn't really need a helmet, does he? Alright, let's see if we can do this better this time. Whoops. Nope. Track's a little bit different on show-off mode.
Hang time, baby!
Good.
Your boost is maxed out.
Should have gotten an Uber trick off of that. Yeah, tricky. Oops. I always liked this a little bit more than SSX3, although SSX3 is still pretty fun.
I can see the earth rotating.
Ooh, the time is all gone.
Message to Eddie. Less sucking, please.
Yep. This is a good demo so far.
Welcome to SSX Tricky.
Although I do like that they put the option to quit back to the menu right there on the title screen. That was nice of them. Ooh, is this playable? It is. Neat. I love Final Fantasy demos because they tend to have something that differs pretty substantially from the full game. Super old school FF10? I wouldn't necessarily call it super old school. Same here. But I ended up absolutely loving that game. Same with Zone of the Enders and Metal Gear Solid 2. They did a good job smoothing out the motion capture jitters in the remaster. But I was actually talking about that FF8 demo last night because they actually changed the pre-rendered CG sequence from the demo to the full game. That always floored me. I mean, it's easy to make subtle changes like, you know, okay, we're going to give them Leviathan as a summon here. But, no, man, they changed the actual pre-rendered CG sequence. Man, it is going to suck when Amano dies. Because that art for every title screen of Final Fantasy is just so iconic. Really? Okay, well, let's start with Xanarkand. Oh, yes. I'm glad we get to watch this. Yeah, after a while, it's not exactly... Well, it depends on how much you put into it, I guess. I would love to do cosplay as Auron. That's cool. I mean, it's on his belt. And it doesn't have to be full.
Auron! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
This was a good choice. It's a good showcase and a good tutorial for the battle system.
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
Why does that make me want to cry?
What the? Huh? Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Babyface Tidus.
We called it sin.
Sin? 'Cause 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 'c
Such smooth jumps between the pre-rendered and live stuff, too. It's pretty cool. Fair enough.
Take it.
I've got a spare. You don't want to know where it's hiding.
A gift from Jekt.
My old man?
So if his dad's name is Jekt, does that make him Reject?
I hope you know how to use it.
I don't know, it doesn't look like he knows how to use it.
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
I have actually used that line in other situations. Cut the ones that matter and push through.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
Yeah, cut the ones that matter and run. Nice attempt at depth of field, but it didn't quite look right. Oh.
Get out of my town! Some can't wait to die.
Yep, I know. Boot. Yay, overkill. And since it can only use Demi, we're not gonna die. Spiral cut ham. Ah. You know, it'd be hilarious if there was an enemy in a Final Fantasy game named Xeno that could only cast Demi. Come on. Almost got him. There we go. Stop waving your flagella at us. It's framing. Hold on. I'm gonna get to this save sphere. Thank you.
me a break, man.
Just a couple. It's actually pretty smooth how they get another one to run up and replace the one that gets taken out.
This could be bad. That. Knock it down.
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
8008. Nice. I like that you can see it shifting a bit too. There we go. Warren, this wasn't a good idea. Don't worry. Gravity's all screwed up. You're not gonna fall. Just gonna get sucked into the sky anus here.
This is it. This is your story. It all begins here.
You know, I always thought it looked like he had fillings in his teeth, but I don't think that's the case. I like that splash screen. Aw. The typical Squaresoft reset doesn't work. Alright, well. I'm gonna go back in and do the Besaid Island segment.
I chose to play the...
Okay. Ooh, Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, huh? Wonder if that one's playable too. Yeah, I don't have the dictionary here. Hornless. I love that Kimari's voice actor is the same as Bender. Fight Kimari's shiny blue ass. Not gonna let me flee, huh? Kind of interesting that Kimari is a mixture of Dragoon and Blue Mage.
That's enough.
What's with that guy?
Kimari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another Yuna's guardian.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kumari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
Ooh, little shield. I just liked this music too. You're one ugly mother.
That's your department, right?
True, but, why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
That's another thing I liked about this battle system is you could swap in characters on the fly.
Your first real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
What's a Vala for? Sonic boom! Just gotta keep doing this until get the ability to do the super attack. Oh, I guess not. Blinding Keishi. Nice. But I can't get into the menus at all, so... doesn't matter. You know, I kind of wish I was
No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say good night.
good at speedrunning stuff. Because with the PlayStation Plus Premium, they're gonna have like 2-hour demos of certain games. And it would be kind of fantastic to, like, attempt to speedrun and complete each game within that time frame. Well, yes. So that's the thing, is you'd probably, like, have the full game, speedrun it, get good at it, and then do the demo on the PlayStation Network with that time limit. Okay, now we get to do the summon attack. Nice. Actually, I've heard a lot of devs actually like impressed by speedrunners. And also that would mean that you've already bought the game, so it wouldn't mean that you're cheating out on the demo. Okay. Yuna, attack the puppy.
Let us guardians handle the likes of these.
Yeah. Basically, they give you 2 hours to play probably the full game, considering Sony was like, no, let us handle that part. Couple that I can think of right off the top of my head are Cyberpunk 2077 and Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I already own 2077, but I don't have Wonderlands yet, so I'll probably poke at that. Man, that would be an interesting thing to do on a Tuesday night at some point. Just run through a couple of, like, run through a demo. That would take up 2 hours of the stream. And figure out something to do with the rest of that hour, or the last hour. I liked Kimari. I did use him fairly consistently. Although my main party was usually Waka, Tidus, and Orin. Gotta talk to everyone, get all the gifts. Come back. Ah, dang it. How could anyone forget you, what was your name again? Like, that's the thing. They all know what's gonna happen. You as the player don't even figure it out until hours into the game. But they know. And that's cool. Still Squaresoft at this point.
I chose to play the game.
Okay. F10. Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. Cool. Playable. Konami? They published the Crash game? Okay.
A Universal Interactive Studios production. Developed by Traveler's Tales. Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex.
2 levels, huh? Alright. Gimme. You. Hey, checkpoint. Let's see if I can smack that. Come on. Isn't that supposed to set off all the nitro? Oh, made these appear at least. Okay, I like that he's making tracks on the ice. That's kind of cool. You. Always fun. This is a pretty straightforward Crash level. I never actually played Wrath of Cortex. I kind of stopped playing the Crash games after the PS1 era. I'm gonna go back and get all the Wumpa fruit. I keep pressing the wrong button to belly flop. Yeah. Oh, that was close. Okay. That was unexpected. Well, let's try the other level, I guess.
A Universal Interactive Studios production.
Man, it really sucks that Naughty Dog didn't retain the copyright to the characters. They should have done that and just, like, let other companies work on the Crash games. Okay. All of a sudden it's Super Bandicoot Ball. Yeah. Oh. I think I remember John Burton talking about some of the tricks they did for this game. at Traveler's Tales. Like all the particle effects and stuff. Fantastic channel, by the way. If you haven't watched Coding Secrets or Game Hut, it's a former programmer with Traveler's Tales talking about some of the just absolutely bonkers programming tricks they pulled off in like the Genesis and Saturn days. For stuff like Toy Story and Pugsy and all that. Okay, that's the way they want me to go, so I'm gonna go this way. Oops. Oh, okay. Cha-ching! Okay, let's try that again. Nitro. Ah! Kind of hilarious that I hit 100 Wumpa fruit here on my last time through, and I'm almost there again. That's the first time for me, too. I've just never played this particular game. Come on. Drop in. What? Maybe there's like a background timer or something, I don't know. Okay. Time Splitters 2. Yes. Oh, it's playable too. Awesome. Love the Time Splitters series. So excited that they're coming back. Siberia, of course. I love the little twitch of his fingers. Character animation in this game is just on point.
Without security clearance. I'm telling you, I heard gunshots. They'll kill us if they find out. Come on, coward. Nikolai, the light. Stupid torch. Does nothing in this army work.
Man, it's been way too long since I've played this. Oh, what is with these controls? Hold on. Left analog run and turn. Oh. Left analog should be look. Right analog should be run and sidestep. There we go. Much better. Okay. Well, no. Opposite. Look and turn, run, and sidestep. There we go. Inverse look. Why are we inverse looking when it's not a flight game? Dang it. Also, auto look ahead off, weapon change never. There we go. There we go, now we got it. Where did he go? What? Well, that's glitchy. No problem. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good night. High velocity bullets, huh? Oh, the control console for the radar dish wasn't there. Where the bullets coming from? Yeah, that doesn't happen in the full version. Baited the grenade. Did I hit him? I didn't think I did, but not popping his head up anymore. There's usually a armor and health pickup there. I guess they're being a little stingy in the demo. Oh, he already blew himself up. Never mind. Ah, armor, thank you. Go. I love it when you can see yourself on the camera because you're on too fast. Still no power. Haha, got him after all. I didn't think I was gonna actually get him with that grenade. Yeah. And ended up not getting him after all. Oh. Not sure if he threw the grenade or not. Well, at least we've got power for the door. Ooh, assault shotgun. That's fun. Oh, I've got a sniper rifle now. Cool. Okay, the sniper up top. Oh wait, that's right. I've got a sniper gun of my own now. Gotcha. Ow. Ah. Oh well. That was fun. I do love that series. It's another early game that actually had 16:9 support. Thunderstrike Operation Phoenix. Is this one playable or just a video? Playable. Ooh, we are going to go overtime tonight. But we don't have much of a choice. E-I-2. It's interactive. Eidos and core design, and something that's not Tomb Raider. Operation Pohoinix. Right. Do I go up? Okay.
Friendly unit destroyed.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, sorry about that. Love the little dangly monster up there. Don't recognize him.
Set launch. Target is friendly. Missile inbounds.
Yeah,
Engaging target. Target destroyed.
okay.
Target is friendly.
Yeah, I know.
Engaging target.
Ah, okay. Tell my wingman to engage a target.
Target destroyed.
Don't have many missiles left, but... oh, that's touchy. And the controls are kind of weird too. It's doing the whole like turn left and right, or yeah, move up and down is up and down on the right analog stick, and then turn is on the right analog stick. There we go. Don't have a lot of time left, but at least I got a couple of targets. Be lucky to survive this until time runs out. Nope, shot out of the sky.
Are you receiving us? Firestorm 1, come in.
Game over. Pretty large maps. I hope the full version of the game lets you remap the controller a little bit, because that control scheme wasn't good. I'm sure after a while you get used to it, but it was not very intuitive in my opinion. Half-Life. This playable too? Yes. Oh dear God. Okay. So this is actually not the disc that has the hidden uplink level on it. Ooh. We can do widescreen 16:9, sure. This game also supports a keyboard and mouse, which is awesome. Strafe and walk, turn and look. It's fine, that's what we need.
Hello? Ah, Gordon, here you are. We just sent the sample down to the test chamber.
We've boosted the anti-mass spectrometer to 105%. Bit of a gamble, but we need the extra resolution.
The administrator is very concerned that we get a conclusive analysis of today's sample. I gather they went to some lengths to get it.
They're waiting for you, Gordon, in the
Test chamber. Okay. Let's, other settings, screen mode full. There we go. We got a nice 16:9. Ah, it's inverted. Dang it. There. Much better.
Hello. It's about to go critical.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedures today, Gordon.
Yes, but with good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And, potentially, the most unstable.
Now, if you follow standard insertion procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade scenario is extremely
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Ah, yes, you're right.
Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
Well, go ahead. Let's let him in now.
I mean, it's not like I ever played Half-Life in 16:9 when, you know, it first came along, but kind of nice to be able to do so now.
Testing. Testing. Everything seems to be in order.
All right, Gordon. Your suit should keep you comfortable through all this. The specimen will be delivered to you in a few moments. If you would be so good as to climb up and start the rotors, we can bring the anti-mass spectrometer to 80% and hold it there until the carrier arrives.
Go.
Very good. We'll take it from here.
Power to stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1. I'm seeing predictable phase arrays.
You know, I wouldn't say that this game has been forgotten at all, but it just doesn't seem to get as much recognition as it deserves compared to the likes of Doom and Quake.
Work as quickly as you can.
Overhead capacitors to 105%. It's probably not a problem. Probably, but I'm showing a small discrepancy in... Well, no, it's well within acceptable bounds again.
I'd rather know about this discrepancy.
Just been informed that the sample is ready, Gordon. It should be coming up to you any moment. Look to the delivery system for your specimen. Gordon, get away from the shutting down.
I can't get away from it. You locked me in here, you dinguses. Oh. Okay, back here now. Okay, now we're on Zen. Dark again. Now's a good time to quick save. I was kind of expecting the demo to just, like, end after things just went south, but I guess that wouldn't let you play with any, like, guns or anything like that.
Why didn't they listen? We tried to warn them. I never thought I'd see a resonance cascade, let alone create one.
Gordon, you're alive. Thank God for that hazard suit. I'm afraid to move him and all our phones are out. Please, get to the surface as soon as you can and let someone know we're stranded down here. You'll need me to activate the retinal scanners. I'm sure the rest of the science team will gladly help you.
Why do you guys all share a voice?
Wouldn't you like to get... Yes, let's go.
Yeah, no, this is a trap. There we go. Fun. Feels like this loads more than the PC version does, but I'll take that trade-off. Oh no, not this. Oh, I thought by not pressing the button I was keeping them safe. Guess not. Hi.
What the hell are these things? And why are they wearing science team uniforms? That'll look nice in my trophy room. Yeah, we might stand a better chance if we team up.
Thank you. Keep shooting. I'll stay out of your way. You probably don't have to worry about ammo running out.
That's one less horror in the world.
I don't remember what the lock-on button is. Take the extra bullets. Can't really use them. Don't need first aid right now. Still with me, Barney? Nope.
Attention, security personnel to sector C.
Oh no, I can't get out that way. Why am I not hitting him? There we go. Sitting in the chair watching monster porn.
Attention, sector C. Science personnel evacuate area immediately.
No. He was alive for a second. Yay, I got a gun.
Ah, you have one of the new ATV
Okay, circle is lock on. Weird. Oh, let me in. Hang it. There we go. Gotcha. Haha. Boom. Nope. Alright. Use that. There we go. Oh, he was almost dead. Jeez.
Access denied.
Says. But I want access. Oh, hi.
Yes, I can give you something for the pain.
Oh, thank you.
I'll wait right here. Don't worry, I am a doctor.
Thanks. Oh, are you coming to open this for me? Yay, more ammo. Grenades.
Do you still say there's nothing to chaos theory?
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, now how did I get up here?
Well, the dimensional breach is definitely transmitting organic matter.
Fine, I'll just take the easy way down. I heard that.
No!
Nope. Time's up. Oh, guess not. It's taking me to another part of the demo, I guess. You gonna hit him? There we go. Jeez. Yay, shotgun.
Hello, sir. Bring it on! Yep.
Just gonna snag these really quick.
Our luck has to change sooner or later.
Oh. Okay. Go back. Yeah, I thought I remember that. Rest of you coming out? There we go. Doesn't look like there's... Get past. Let me get past. Let me get past. Go. Okay, now we can sit around and reload for a bit. Trying to crouch jump. Not happening. Come on, let me up. Hey, oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh, dang it. Ah, screw it. All right. Oh, please tell me this is non-playable. Okay.
Batman Vengeance is rated teen.
Takes a dive and then we string him up and drop him in the trig.
Any questions?
Before Arkham Asylum changed the landscape
In
for
a city on the brink of chaos,
Batman games.
where one evil falls, vengeance shall rise.
Although this is at least based on the animated series, so might have been good.
Enter the world of Batman as you've never seen it before.
Hope is death.
Right. Next up, Neox Pro Skater 3. Biggest franchise from 2000. Oops. Hold on. I'm going to... bring the aspect ratio back. There we go. This was the only one in the series that I ever played any appreciable amount, and I played it a lot. Created a painfully close facsimile to myself. Splashdown. I see debug coordinates in the upper left on these videos. That's kind of hilarious. Hey there, Nimbex. B. Think I'm almost done here. Getting to non-playable demos. Ended up going a little bit late tonight because stuff took so long. Okay, yep, actually that was the last demo on the disc. So... oh, man. That literally took 3.5 hours just to get through that one demo disc. Ugh. But we're done. We're gonna go raid Fortifier. He is playing Road Rash tonight. Thanks to everybody for stopping by. Tomorrow night we'll be back on Saga Frontier Remastered. Hopefully capping off Blues Quest, so keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, rest well and enjoy Fortifier.